Well, all right. It is Monday, May 13th. It's about 10:30 here on the West Coast, and I have wrapped it up for the day. 2-0 today. I got one win on the New York Open, the Alpine Orb, and a second win on a different chart on my BS system, and added one contract on there. So today was a good day overall. As we can see here, PA10 took my first trade on that account, and on the orb took it for three contracts, $318. The plan is to take the orb every day and see if I can get 8 more in a row, and that will get me to a payout. So that's the plan for PA10. Or evaluation 40. As you can see, I made 1125 and traded 10 contracts on that, and was going for 31 ticks. My ATM for some reason didn't get triggered in when I got into the trade on this account, so I had to manually exit. I took it for about 25 or 26 ticks, and so I'll continue to do that tomorrow on that account. And the idea is I just wanted to pass evaluations much faster than I've been passing them in the past. If you've been following me, you know that I've been trading slowly, trading one account, one trade per day. And I've been passing evaluations over the course of 1 month, 2 months, sometimes 3 months or 4 months, and just spending a lot of time testing my system, testing to see what my win rate would be. And now I'm kind of past that point. Like, I know what my win rate is. I'm roughly 80%. Maybe I could be a little bit higher now that I'm trading the way I'm trading. I know I'm currently 85% on the Alpine Orb, the New York Open trade. And I did a bunch of back testing over the weekend, continued where I left off. And I had like a little more than 2 months to test before I was complete with all of 2023. I literally traded every single day on playback back testing for the year 2023. And my results were 229 wins and 19 losses for 92% on the orb. So 19 losses in all of 2023 backtesting it. And I had some great winning streaks. I mean, if I go and look, my best winning streak on backtesting was 35 wins in a row. My second best win streak was 29 wins in a row. I had another one for 28 wins in a row. My next best was, looks like 21 wins in a row. And then from there, I had a 17 win in a row, a 14 win in a row, a 15 win in a row, a 13 win in a row. And then my next highest from there is 8 wins in a row, 3 different times, and 7 wins in a row. So having said all that, as far as losing streaks, my longest losing streak in all of 2023 backtesting was losing 2 trades in a row, 2 days in a row. And just losses by month, I lost twice in January, I lost twice in February, I lost once in March, I lost 4 times in April. That's the most I lost in a single month. So if you compare, like for me, I've traded the orb on Apex now for basically a month, 20 trading days, and I had 3 losses in that period of time. So moving on, in May on backtesting, 1 loss, June 1 loss, July 2 losses, August 2 losses, September 2 losses, October 1 loss, November no losses, and December 1 loss. So on average, I would say 1 to 2 losses, like 1.5 losses per month. And on my worst month, I had 4 losses on the trade. And my best month, I had no losses on the trade. And then the number of times I had to add to the trade to work out of it and make a trade that went against me at first turn into a winner. I had to do that 26 times, 26 winning trades out of the 229 winning trades. So it's basically around 10% or so of my winning trades I had to add a contract. So those are the numbers that I came up with during 2023. So essentially, that would have been, with 19 losses, 19 times I would blow up accounts in that scenario, and 229 times where I had winning trades. This was all for 2 contracts and 22 ticks. So it gave me more confidence to come in today and trade it again, even though I've lost all of my recent PAs on the open trade. As you can see here, I've lost 3 times on the open trade out of 20 trades, and all 3 of those times I lost and blew up a PA account. So and even one time I think I blew up 2. So I actually think I might have blown up 4 PA accounts if I remember correctly, all on the open trade. Haven't lost any of them in recent weeks trading my normal scalping. So it gives me confidence to know, like, okay, three losses in a span of a month is on the higher end of expectations, you know. And so the fact that I've seen this now for a full year of backtesting, I'm pretty confident to say that I should not run into many more losses in the near term. So I'm going to keep moving forward with it. My game plan, like I said, is to just keep trading PA10 with it. And from all of my testing and all of my trades that I've done, there's not a single instance I can find where it worked for 2 contracts, but didn't work for 3 contracts, going for 22 ticks. So I'm going to continue doing the trade for 3 contracts since there was no difference at all in terms of probability of winning the trade. And it just makes it so that I can get to a payout in 9 trades instead of 12 trades. And so that could be a really big difference, because to go on an 8 or 9 win streak is, I'd say, very likely. But to go to 12 is a little bit more pushing it, right? So that's what I'm going to try to do. If I can get to a first payout, then hopefully I'll be able to add more PAs and continue that process. And then after I take the orb, I will continue to scalp as well with my normal scalping BS system on the tick charts, as well as scalping on the 1 minute chart. So that's the game plan. And then, just like I said, passing evaluations as quickly as possible. I did some back testing as well on trading for 61 ticks, 10 contracts, trying to pass in 1 trade. And it's really pretty murky. I was finding about a 30% win rate. But I think if I did a larger data set, it might be even less than that. It might be like closer to 20, 25%. So I'm not sure that I want to go that extreme with my evaluations at this point. So what I'm thinking is to try to get like $1,000 a day on the open trade and pass them in like 3 days. And that obviously will be a huge difference to what I've been doing in terms of passing evaluations in the past. And I'm just going to try to crank them out, get PAs, and really be aggressive in trying to make this thing happen here on Apex. So having said all that, let's take a look at my trades today and get this thing wrapped up. All right, so here we go. This is the whole session on the 1 minute chart. And when I started my day, it was about 6:20. Let's see here. Here we go. So this is the trade I took on my PA account, PA10, the Alp Orb, 3 contracts, 22 ticks. I put it a little bit wide. I just wanted to make sure that I cleared this level. So I didn't want to be in front of this in case there was a potential bounce kind of here or here and goes up. I just didn't want to be inside of that. So I figured if I was outside of that, then I should be good. And the 22 ticks worked perfectly on the first candle, really fast. And let me show you the 10 contract trade. All right, so here we go on this side. Did it on a different chart, so I had full control over it. Valuation 40. I got about 24 ticks or so. It's really hard to say because my entry, I got 3 contracts at 1 price and 7 contracts at a quarter, 1 tick difference. And then the exit, same thing. I got 6 at 1 price and then 4 contracts at a tick difference. So this was the same idea. I just, I wanted to be, below that. So as my high was well above, and I just want to make sure it was a breakout of this level. And when it came down, I was already out of the trade over here for the 3 contracts. And this one I was going for 31 ticks. And when I saw that it was kind of starting to bounce back up, I decided, okay, you know what, I'm going to manually close it, because on 10 contracts in my entry here, with this thing going all the way back up here, like my account is in danger, right? So I just decided I'd lock it in. I was happy, making 1,000 or whatever it is. And so I manually closed it and got, whatever it is, 24, 25 ticks, whatever that works out to be. But yeah, happy with the trade. And moving on here to my second trade of the day. All right, so here we go. You can see this was the open up here. And I got to change accounts. Let me change accounts so we can see this. All right, here we go. So the open was up here. And my second trade of the day was a little after 7:30 West Coast. And really it was, I was seeing kind of like, it was kind of in a range like area. And we had strong support here, which makes sense from over here. And it was a first entry, second entry. I was a little wary just because I knew it was kind of in the middle here. But I took the trade, and you can see it went against me now. Old times, I would have got taken out of the trade. I would have had a loss when this bar came back down. But instead, I'm risking the accounts at this point on every trade. So I switched over to the 1 minute when this thing started working against me. So you can see this is where my entry was on the 1 minute. And so it worked against me. And so I was just hoping that, kind of this level was going to be solid for me. There's, a lot of support here. And so when I saw price come back down here, I bought here at the support level. And I scalped out the extra contract right here. And then I was able to hold my original 5 contracts on this evaluation. And scalped out a little bit early, but was able to get a pretty nice profit, $689 on this evaluation. So good start on those 2 evaluations. Good start on the PA today. And yeah, I'm just going to be trying to crank out evaluation the PA much, much faster. And then I'm just going to try to play the open game on this PA account and see if I can ride it on a nice little 9 win streak to hopefully what would become my first payout if I'm able to pull that off. So let's wrap this up. All right, so again, 2-0 for the day. And so overall, that makes me 17-3 with the Alpine Orb, 85%, 20 trades, basically 1 month of trading that. 2-0 for the day, 2-0 for the week, and 220 wins and 51 losses overall for the year 2024. And so yeah, Friday was rough for me. Lost a 25K PA on the open. Had my 3rd losing trade on the opening trade, the orb, and it just made me question things. And then I had a great. Actually, I was scalping great on Friday, and then for whatever reason, that old feeling of wanting to stay and keep trading late in the session. And I've never done well trading late in the session, which is why I've always been done by like 12:30 East Coast and really 1:30 absolute latest. And so, I kept trading past that time and, just was trying to push the evaluation. I had it at this level basically on Friday. The evaluation, I blew up 39. And, just that one more trade, that desire to keep pushing late in the day. And taking a trade that wasn't my setup, I skipped the setup I liked, and then when it worked beyond what I was even thinking I liked for it, I just jumped in, chased it, and it's just the classic blow up, right? Where you chase, you're trading later in the session than you want to trade. It's that one last trade. You don't stick to your rules. You don't trade the way you've been trading that's been successful for you that whole time. And I blew up another account. And so I had to live with that all weekend. And honestly, I probably needed it. It had been a while since I had done that. And at this stage of the game, I definitely don't want to do something like that on my PA account or future PA accounts. And so, I'm learning my lessons from it. I'm not going to trade past 1:30 Eastern. That's my absolute latest. And I'm going to really try to be done by around 12:30 Eastern like I've been doing anyway. And just stick to what's been working for me, not chase trades, take the entries based on the setups I like. And if I don't take the setups where the entry should be, then I'm not going to chase them. I've just never done well trading that way. And I just got to stick to what's been working for me. I've been doing really well scalping for the past month, and overall the orb is working great for me. There's been a couple rough spots recently, and I think a lot of people that have been trading it, even guys like Alpine and Velocity who've been trading it a long time, there's been some stumbles recently. It's been a little bit harder, and so just gotta accept it for what it is. Like no strategy is 100%. The hard part with the strategy is that for the highest probability of the trade, for me being 92% with the trade and back testing and combining it even with my Apex trading, the hard part is you lose the account, right? Because you're using that full 2,500 drawdown as your risk for the account, and you're risking, for me, each PA is roughly $200 to acquire a PA. Adding all the evaluations and the renewals on the evaluations, as well as the lifetime fee. Now I may start doing this a little bit differently as I move forward here, because that last PA I got, I think that was the first PA that I've lost it inside the first month. And so if I'm trading the orb on these PAs and I could lose them in the first month, maybe it's now going to start making sense for me to pay the monthly fee, save the $60 or whatever it is, and then also I'm going to be trying to pass these evaluations much quicker. So the number of evaluations or renewals and whatnot, the amount of evaluation fees and the monthly fee to acquire a PA, I should be able to get the price way down to acquire a PA. It should now be the $85 plus the $30. So, I should be able to get the cost down to $115, which is going to save me about, $85 or so per PA account. And so because I'm going to be doing more accounts in theory, that should kind of balance itself out. But what I'm going to be gaining is time, and that's going to be the key, because I can't keep going at the snail's pace I've been going on Apex. It just doesn't make sense, and it's never going to be a profitable prop firm strategy. So that's where I'm at. I think I've said it all. Check out my live stream every day. I start at 7 a.m. West Coast, which is 10 a.m. Eastern, and I'll be going to 12:30, sometimes maybe as late as 1:30 Eastern. And I appreciate all the likes and subscribes I've been getting recently. Please do like and subscribe if you want to continue following me on my journey. I'm not trying to teach. I'm not trying to tell anyone how to trade. I'm trying to figure it out for myself. And this is just about me trying to go from unprofitable trader to profitable trader and figuring out what the best way to go about that is. And I've now got kind of three strategies in my strategy going on. I've got the orb, the opening trade. I've got my BS system where I trade on different size tick charts, trading for second entries. And then I've got trading, kind of a freelance trading method on scalping on the 1 minute. And that has, I still look for second entries doing that, but I'm a little bit more non-robotic trading that style. And then now I'm risking the full accounts on all my trades. So if a trade goes against me, I will add a contract and try to scalp out of it and work out of it as individual scalps. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now. And let's see if I can make this a really good week. It would be great to see one of those winning streaks happen right now with the orb. I've seen 30 plus win streaks, 20 plus win streaks, certainly 14, 17 win streaks. It'd be really great to hit one of those now and let this account build up. I need 8 more days. That's all I need. I need a 9 win streak and that'll get it done for this PA account. And, but no matter what happens, I know the risk of trading this way, on the open, and, I'm here for it. So let's see if we can make it work. And, there's been some other people out there that have been successful with it, obviously Alpine. And, if I can try to emulate that in some small version, I might, have a chance, might have a fighting chance here. So I think I've said it all. That's it for me. And I will be back at it tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a good trading day and a good weekend, and be back at it in the morning.